Hi Gemini, and welcome to your November tarot reading. Today I'm using my Magic Soul Tarot for this reading. I'm going to lay out the Celtic Cross, and this is a reading if your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign is in Gemini. So let's start with your reading. Welcome also to all the cross watchers. What are the energies for Gemini in November? What is it that Gemini needs to know for November? All right, let's start with the reading. Your main energy is the Prince of Cups. The Eight of Swords as a challenge, the Ten of Swords as the focus. That's interesting. You have the Ace of Swords, in the past the Emperor, the Five of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, High Priestess, and the King of Pentacles. Your advice is the Eight of Wands. I have the feeling this means keep on moving. And at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming right now, or what's a general energy that might not be fully manifested yet, is the Wheel of Fortune, which means there's a big change coming towards you. And I feel like just from reading those two cards, the advice and the underlying energy, keep on moving. Things will happen probably quite fast. There is a lot of movement. Maybe it's important to talk to people in order to have a specific amount of movement or progress connected to a situation in your life. And it's going to lead to a big change, even though maybe at the moment you can't quite see how this is manifesting. What we do see at the moment is the Prince of Cups, but I am being guided to go to the Emperor first, because the Emperor basically is the energy of having a goal, making a plan and going for it. So goal, plan, and here we go. Take action. So I feel like in the past there was some sort of energy present where you made some sort of where you had some sort of goal, some sort of vision, something that you wanted to achieve, and you made kind of like a plan how to go on about it, and you basically probably took already action on it. The Emperor also talks about that there may have been some sort of structures and rules involved, either because somebody else gave you some structures and rules, or you gave somebody else structures and rules. Could be about setting boundaries, communicating boundaries. Maybe somebody else was very strong and strict and communicated boundaries here. So that's an energy that's very structured here. Why am I starting with this? I'm starting with this because of what I see here right now, because I feel like something is ending. You are focusing on ending something, a radical ending, an abrupt ending, but at the same time it also feels like you're kind of like busy finding solutions and finding clarity connected to a difficult phase in your life. So on one hand, I feel like it feels like there was a plan. In the past, there was absolutely a plan. This is how I'm gonna do it, or this is how we're gonna do it. And I feel like you're really letting your heart and your intuition guide you here. But at the same time, it seems like there has been a very difficult phase in your life that you're really trying to find solutions of how to end this difficult situation now. And you're gonna gain clarity, like there's an emotional clarity that comes in. Something is going to become quite clear to you. Maybe you're going to gain the solution to an issue, or you're going to receive an important answer that is helping you in a way to move forward. Now, with the Prince of Cups, it's like a beautiful energy where you follow your heart, you follow your intuition in order to achieve happiness, success, or fulfillment. But this Prince of Cups, I have to say, is just surrounded by, it feels like the path that you chose, for some reason you're stuck with that. There are some sort of blockages and challenges around, and I feel like you want to have a good time, you want to have more more love in your life, more fulfillment, more happiness, or more romantic. This might refer to a situation with a personal connection, with a romantic connection. But what we do see here with the Eight of Swords is either you're thinking too much. So the Eight of, I mean, we are in a Gemini reading, right? So the Eight of Swords could simply mean that you are blocking yourself with overthinking. And that might be simply it. But on the other hand, what I feel, how the cards are lying, this Prince of Cups wants to move into the future with love, with harmony, with like all those fluffy things of, all those fluffy things basically. But then he gets blocked by too many thoughts, by things not developing. That if that is not you, it might be other blockages here that are preventing a situation to move forward. That could be other people's thoughts. What other people think could block an energy, could be a blocking energy. Maybe what other people think about you could block you from going after your dreams and following your heart. So I feel like other people in some shape or form are involved and blocking a situation here. It might be that this is the Prince of Cups, who has maybe a lot of love for you, but there might be some blockages why this person cannot move forward with you. So I feel like this is a little bit of a muddy, stuck energy here, where it's like, this is not really moving forward. And this is why it is interesting, because this is what we see here. We're going to see you're moving into the energy of change, and things are going to move forward. And I do feel like communication is an essential part for you to move a situation forward, or a specific area in your life forward. But yeah, at the moment I feel like in November it's all like a little bit stuck here. So again, you're thinking about the Ten of Swords, you're thinking about an ending something. How can I end this? How can I get out of this difficult situation? What's the silver lining here, right? So the Ten of Swords could talk about the silver lining, where you can see already, okay, the storm is over here. But I also feel like, I mean, we have the Ace and we have the 10 here. I feel like something kind of like is done. Something is not really working here. So in some regards, I feel like a plan that you've made in the past is not really working. For some of you, it might not work because of the way you think about the situation. For some of you, it might not work because you're not grounded in reality, because the Prince of Cups is somebody who is very idealistic, has a very idealistic view, wants to follow the heart, wants to have everything harmonious. It's like, oh yeah, let's be all fluffy, and I have this great, beautiful idea of how something can really be, but therefore sometimes he's not very much grounded. So in the reality, he cannot see the reality of things because he's so loved up in the idea of something. And I feel like somehow the plan that was here in the past, that might be all really lovely and nice, something is not really grounded in reality, and so something's just not really moving forward. But I also feel like you're going to gain clarity about that. Now, with the Five of Cups coming towards you, what we can already see is basically the continuation of that situation, because something is not going to work out the way you thought it would, or the way you hoped it would, or maybe the way you expected to. So the Five of Cups is an energy of disappointment, of sadness. So yeah, the plan you made here, may that be with another person, may that be with some sort of plan where you thought that would give you joy, happiness, fulfillment, or love. Something, just like I said, is not going to turn out the way you hope it would, which basically means I feel like there needs to be some sort of readjustment here. And it's not about thinking more, it's just about being more realistic, I feel like. So coming to your energy, you have the Three of Cups, which I do really like, because that shows me that you're not going to lose joy. You're going to be still happy. There are still good things There's always a reason to be happy or to celebrate, I feel like. So even though this is a situation that is in your life, not all is bad, especially not with what we can see here and what you're going to move into. There's just this one situation that gives you a bit of a hard time in November, but I feel like you're going to be positive, you're going to be optimistic, and you might turn towards friends here. Three of Cups is a very social card, so you might be quite communicative, trying to maybe build something with other people, be creative with other people, let other people help you. There's a very positive energy on the outside, which might be a person that is here who's very inspirational or who's very motivational. There might be some sort of opportunity coming up from the outside towards you. So like I said, those two cards tell me that even if this is not working out the way you thought, there is something else that is going to come up that is going to lead to a massive change here. Now, stay positive, stay optimistic, don't lose your joy. I think that's very, very important that you keep that lightness that you have. And like I said, with the Ace of Wands, there is some sort of important opportunity that is being given to you. There's some sort of chance of new beginning here. It might be quite exciting. It might be something that feels suddenly might something break up. How do you say that? It's opening up and you're like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I feel so inspired to go this way. But it might be something that comes to you from the outside. So somebody else or something that you see on the outside might inspire you for this possible new beginning here. The High Priestess here basically talks about your hopes and fears. Now, your hopes and fears, one aspect could be that you hope that your intuition is leading you onto the right path. So that's as clear as that. High Priestess, your intuition. You're hoping that your intuition is right, is leading you to happiness and fulfillment. On the other hand, the High Priestess can talk a little bit about fears as well, because obviously with the High Priestess, you could say, oh, maybe there's some hidden knowledge. So there is some sort of fear that you maybe not making the right choice because you feel like, okay, hold on a sec, I need to reframe that. Maybe you are afraid of not making the right choice because you feel like, okay, what if I don't see anything here in that situation clearly? What if there's a piece of information that is missing and therefore I'm making the wrong choice? I feel like that's what the High Priestess says in this position. And then you're gonna go to the King of Pentacles, and that's obviously a super solid energy. Now, the King can be different things. For one, the King could be somebody in your life who maybe gives you an opportunity, yes, but also the King of Pentacles can be somebody in your life who gives you advice about how to achieve your long-term goal, about how to achieve a goal that is connected to finances and business or to your home life. He's also like the family, the father, the provider of the family. So there is this energy where somebody might even give you advice connected to family matters here. And it brings in an energy of stability. So this advice is helping you to work on something, helping you to gain more stability again. On the other hand, this could be you. You could be somebody who, even though you're working through all of that, but you might be very responsible here. Make good choices for your business, your finances, or your family. Maybe even for your body, because obviously the element of earth could connect to body. So you might be very mature when it comes to these things. Maybe you are the provider of a family and are able to make now very, very good choices, which brings you back a little bit to the energy you came from. Because here we have the Emperor, and the Emperor and the king energy, masculine energy is, this is where I want to go, this is the plan, and I'm doing it now. And in the energy of the King, it's a very mature energy. So he knows really how to achieve this goal. Like he really knows how to achieve the goals. It's a bit different with the Prince, even though in that sense it's a masculine energy. It's about the doing energy as well. But I feel like, but the kings and the emperor is really the mature thing. They are the real deal. They know how to do something properly. in order to achieve the success in the specific amount, in the specific area. Now, if this is not another person helping you in some shape or form with good advice, if this is not you, then at least what you're moving into here is an energy where you're now looking at the pillars of your life, or the long-term plans connected to a specific area of your life. Again, most of the time this is connected with the Pentacles to your business and finances. Really making a long-term plan, setting a goal, making a long-term plan and executing it. This could also be connected to your home and your family, or maybe even your body. But if this is not you being already in this abundant energy, or getting somebody who's helping you here, then this is you making those long-term plans connected to these areas of your life. So whatever's going on here, you're moving into a more stable energy. Also an energy where you're really considering your long-term plans and to make that area of your life or that situation stable, as in a long-term project. Again, the advice with the 8 of Wands, what I'm really getting here is, and that makes perfect sense with the 3 of Cups here, and with the energy from the outside. So I feel like you need to stay communicative, stay open, talk to people, because they will help. There will be an opportunity that comes from another person or from the outside. If you stay communicative, if you work with other people, if you stay connected to other people, they will help you to move something forward and to move into that change that you might not fully see at the moment yet manifested. Let's pull an additional card with the Moonology Oracle cards as a final message to close the reading. What is it that Gemini should know? Wow, we have new moon in Libra. New moons are always new beginnings, and a new romantic cycle begins is very interesting, because we have this romantic energy here. But I feel like something that you were quite idealistic about doesn't really work out. However, this tells me you're moving into a better energy. If it's not romantic as in love romantic, it's definitely that you're moving into a more balanced energy. That might connect to love, it might connect to just how you feel, that you're going to feel more balanced. We see the scales here, so there is some sort of new beginning where you feel more balanced, a situation might be more balanced, and yes, maybe this is also be connected that more love enters your life again, or more romantic enters your life again. May that be on your own and you have beautiful moments with yourself, or, I mean, Libra is the energy of others, and I do feel you are very connected to others. So I feel like, may it be in a personal romantic relationship or in other relationships, there is a lot of joy, a lot of love, and maybe the romantic is coming back into your life. If all of this is about a romantic reading for you, it might be that the romantic is at the moment blocked because with something you're just not realistic, which again tells me, don't worry, because things are going to stabilize again. Things are moving forward and will change, and you're going to be in a more romantic energy soon again. All right, Gemini, this is your reading for November. I hope you resonate with it, and I'm looking forward to your next reading.